I don't know why, but at this point, I think it's safe to assume that I'm really enjoying making Mario poor by avoiding all coins on purpose. I don't really know why, but I mean, it's a hobby for me now, okay? The first game I've ever owned and played is Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo, and I figured I haven't played this game in a while, so why not try to beat this game without collecting any coins? Rules are pretty simple. There's a coin counter on the top right there, and it must remain at 0. This means we cannot collect any coin whatsoever. Super Mario World features dragon coins, which are bigger coins with Yoshi's face on it. Collecting 5 of those in the same level gives you an extra 1-up life, but as you can see, they do increase the normal coin counter, so we're going to have to avoid those as well. Most of you know that Super Mario World features a Star World, which can be accessed early in the game, and it can bring you right to Bowser, so I'd actually like to stay away from the Star Road if possible for this run, meaning I'd like to try to beat all of the Koopalings while having 0 coins. Is it going to be possible? I don't know, we'll find out together. Alright guys, let's begin this quest to save Princess Peach without being able to actually pay for her taxi ride back home. Here we go. Yoshi's Island is our first stop, and the first level is actually pretty easy. There are not a lot of coins in here, so yeah. To complete a level in Super Mario World, you must hit this giant gate at the end. For this run, you must make sure no enemies are present on screen when you hit that thing, because if there are enemies left, they turn into coins, and you know, we want to avoid this at all cost. This giant gate also has this thing that moves up and down, and you'll want to hit it every time, because if you decide only to pass in between the gate without touching the little thing, it will turn into a coin that you automatically collect. Knowing that, just defeat the charging chuck and hit the thing and you're good to go. Next up is the Yellow Switch Palace, and my only tip here is to never push that P switch, because if you do, well, I guess, no, let's not do that again. Yoshi's Island 2 is the first level to feature our dino friend Yoshi, and it's also the level where I learn about some interesting mechanics in Super Mario World. Usually, when you're riding Yoshi, you'll eat many things, as you know, it is Yoshi's specialty. But doing so in this game apparently turns the enemies into coins that you automatically collect. So here's another rule we're gonna have to add here. You must not eat anything as Yoshi, because it will turn into coins. That's not true for enemies that Yoshi doesn't swallow like Koopa Troopas, so these are good. But you know, for the other enemies, let's just avoid them altogether. Yoshi's Island 3 features a couple of tight jumps, but the fact that we completed the Yellow Switch Palace actually makes our life way easier by creating a bridge of blocks under us if we fall down. Yoshi's Island 4 has water everywhere, so this will be of great help to avoid some coins that would normally be kind of a pain in the butt to avoid. I gotta admit that this part here seemed spooky at first, but just use the P switch to create a bridge and you're gonna be good to go. Iggy's castle is up, and the first part is pretty easy as coins are all avoidable, but I had trouble with this second part here, cause the problem lied with those coins over there. I tried to crouch jump, I tried to jump above them using this question block, but the only thing that actually worked out was to get hit on purpose to become Small Mario and then crouch jump under the coins. The fight against Iggy is easy, and on that note, Yoshi's Island is done. Donut Plains 1 gives us our first taste of the Feather Cape, and with it we can glide to safety, and this will prove to be useful to avoid coins and also to defeat enemies near the end gate. Donut Plains 2 is an auto-scroller, but most coins can be easily avoided, and it also features a secret exit which allows us to skip half the level. The Green Switch Palace once again features a P-switch, but this one ain't really dangerous, so you can hit it without any problems. Donut Ghost House's only danger comes from this P-switch that makes a bunch of coins appear, but it's not required to hit that switch to finish the level, so let's just skip it for now. Donut Plains 3 is kind of tricky at some parts because of the rotating platforms, and I kind of lost Yoshi like an idiot, so bye bye fellow. Those rotating platforms near the end of the level are pretty scary, but thankfully we can jump above the coins and glide with the Feather Cape to safety. Donut Plains 4 is not that difficult, although those Galoombas kinda gave me a hard time because they kept hitting me, but besides that, this level is easy. Morton's castle almost features no coins at all in the castle, so going up to fight him is a piece of cake. Just for funsies, I decided to go to the secret exit of Donut Plains 1 to see if the Star Road was achievable from here. I unlocked Donut Secret 1, which is an underwater level, but to unlock the next secret level, you're actually supposed to grab the key in that block and use it on the keyhole, but as you can see, this won't be possible without collecting coins, so there's no use trying it. Let's just get back on track to Vanilla Dome. Vanilla Dome 1 is not really difficult as the coins are not very well placed and are always on a path you can easily avoid. The only tricky coin is the dragon coin near the end, but it's only tricky because you are running so fast and you might not expect it. Jump above it or go under it and you're done. Vanilla Dome 2 is next, and it doesn't take a long time before reaching out this part. Uh-oh, I guess this is bad news for the run, right? Well, yeah, there's nothing you can do to avoid this arrow made out of coins, so I guess this level is impossible. But luckily, there's a secret path that can be unlocked in Vanilla Dome 1, so let's just try getting back there and hopefully we can use the secret exit to try to keep this quest going. So the secret exit is actually up there, but there's no way of being fast enough to fly up here as far as I know. The only solution has to be our good old dino buddy once again. So go back to this level with Yoshi, and I must admit some parts are pretty tricky with him because remember, you can't really eat enemies or else you get a coin, but eventually you'll make it to this part. Use Yoshi to get a boost to get the vine to come out, and then use him once again to climb up the vine and get to the secret exit. Yeah, this run might not be dead after all. Vanilla Secret 1 is up, and to be fair, all you have to do is climb up to the top like you would in a normal run, because there are not a lot of coins in here. Vanilla Secret 2 is up, and some of the jumps are actually pretty tricky, but luckily you can use those little bumps falling down in a parachute to bounce your way to safety. Defeat all of the Koopas near the end gate and you're done. Vanilla Secret 3 is easy at first because even though these dolphins could be potentially dangerous, you can swim safely under them up until that last part. There are tons of coins here to avoid, and swimming is out of the question this time because of this annoying enemy that wants you dead. At this point, you have no choice but to use the dolphins as moving platforms to jump above the coins. It might be tricky and take a couple of tries to get it, but it's totally possible and actually feels really satisfying to pull off. Vanilla Fortress is up, and this one's pretty easy. There's almost no coins in here. Even the mini-boss fight is easy and features no coins, so on that note we have completed Vanilla Dome, even though we had to use the secret path to do so. Butter Bridge 1 is next, and this one is quite difficult. First off, the level is an auto-scroller, which always is a pain to begin with. This is not the end of your suffering because of these platforms that go down when you stand on them. But when one goes down, the other one goes up, so some really tight and difficult jumps are required to beat the level. Thankfully, this level is pretty short, so eventually it will be all over. Up next is Butter Bridge 2, a super easy level that is very welcomed after the stressful one we just completed. Basically, those little flying Super Koopas will be your best of friends to jump above coins. Bounce on them and you'll easily finish the level. Ludwig Castle might be the easiest one so far, as it actually contains 0 coins. Nah, there's no coins at all in here. Like seriously, I checked out the footage and I literally saw no coins at all. This world is now over and we will now travel to the mysterious Forest of Illusion. Ooh, spooky. Alright, let me preface this by saying that Forest of Illusion is one of the most boring worlds you'll encounter in this run because there's almost no coins at all here. Like seriously, besides the P blocks that might contain one, you'll almost never run on any coins while playing the levels in this world. This also applies to Forest of Illusion 2, which takes place underwater. There's nothing here besides dragon coins and they are so easy to avoid it's not even worth talking about it. The Blue Switch Palace does contain coins, but crouch jump to avoid them and that's all. Forest of Illusion 3 also is a place of no coins. There's this single jump here that can be tricky, but I had a feather cape so we're good to go. Roy's Castle is next, And the difficult part is this one over here where you need to dodge dragon coins. Look, I know I messed up here, but I managed to do it anyways, even though I hit the spikes. So it counts, okay? Don't start hating on me for that. That was legit. We are now out of the forest and let's move to Chocolate Island. So good news! Chocolate Island 1 does feature coins that we must avoid. Yay, finally some challenge. So this part here requires you to use the P-switch, but doing so puts you in a dangerous situation where there's a jumping Chuck and a coin above him. Basically, you have to jump to bait him to do the same thing and then quickly run under him to avoid the coin. So beside that part, this level is easy. Next up is Shoko Ghost House, which features a grand total of 0 coins. Yeah, so just play it normally and that's it. Chocolate Island 2 is an interesting level. It contains 3 different areas that are accessible based on the way you play the game. Area 1 is always the same and isn't really difficult. Well, okay, that doesn't count, okay? How could I tell there was an invisible block? That ain't fair. Once you enter the pipe here, you will be transported to different areas based on the number of coins you collected in the first one. But considering we're not collecting any coins here, we'll always end up in here. Area 3 is changing depending on how much time is left on the timer up there. Basically, for this run, we don't want to get to the secret exit, so we'll have to waste some time and enter the pipe in Area 2 when there's less than 249 seconds left. Doing that will allow us to reach the end gate and proceed to the next level. Chocolate Island 3 ain't that interesting. It does feature rotating platforms and a couple of annoying coins, but nothing that will stop us on this quest. Chocolate Fortress is up next, and there's no coins in here, so let's move on. Chocolate Island 4 scared me for a second here, as I thought this dragon coin would be the end of us, but luckily there are multiple paths here so we can easily dodge it. The other coins only require you to walk slowly with those sunglasses wearing moles and you'll be good. Chocolate Island 5 is full of blocks and has this P-switch here. I'll let you figure out what happens if you press it. Yeah, not a good idea. You still need the P-switch for this part here, so just bring it with you until this part and then use it. Make sure to be as fast as you can because those blocks turn back into dangerous coins when the timer expires. Wendy Castle is up and avoiding coins won't be really difficult here as there are almost none of them. I had a funny glitch that occurred here where instead of being squished by the block, I just got teleported in the hole, but yeah, whatever. Wendy is defeated and we can move on to World Bowser. Well, almost. You see, before entering Bowser's world, we have to complete the sunken ghost ship. There's not a lot of coins in here, mostly boos that keep appearing at different spots, making it a little bit difficult. This next part is scary because you fall at a high speed and can't really see the dragon coins below you, but if you're careful you can avoid them anyways. The thing you can't avoid though are those coins here. Yup, there's no way of going down without collecting coins in here. I thought there might be a P-switch that could turn them into breakable bricks, but alas, there is none. You heard that right. This level cannot be completed. This is kind of annoying to be stopped so close to Bowser's castle. It really broke my heart. At least we still got to defeat almost all of the Koopalings without collecting coins. Although this could have been a satisfying ending to this quest, I didn't want to give up just yet. Remember how I told you I was going to try to avoid the Star World unless it was really needed? Well, I guess now is the time where we'll need to test this strategy out. There are multiple ways of entering the Star World, so let's try to get there. The Forest Ghost House could potentially lead us to a fortress and the Star Road eventually, but this one cannot be completed without collecting coins in here. So this entrance is not gonna work. As I tried earlier in the run, the first entrance in Donut's Secret one is a no-go because of the coins blocking out the access to the key, but Vanilla Secret 1 might be our solution. In fact, this secret exit is pretty easy to get to without collecting a single coin. We now have access to Star World. let's make good use of this, okay? Star World 2 is our first stop in here, and the only difficulty comes from not eating fishes with Yoshi. Besides that, we can reach out the secret key and move on to the next one, Star World 3. This one is super easy to be fair. Just throw a block on Lakitu, steal his cloud, go up, grab the key, and you're done. Star World 4 is easy if you have a cape or a Yoshi because you can simply fly to the secret block and hit it with the cape, and on that note we now have access to this star over here. Where does it lead us? Well, straight to Bowser's Castle. Nice! Bowser's Castle in Super Mario World is made up of different rooms that all lead up to the final battle. I picked a random door and went to this part with the fences you can climb on. It contained no coins, so we're all good. Then I ended up in this underwater section, and once again there were no coins to be found in here. The last part to get to Bowser only features a couple of enemies to dodge and to defeat, and that's it, it's time for the final battle. Defeat Bowser like you would in a normal fight, and there you go. We have defeated Bowser, we have rescued Princess Peach, and all of this without collecting a single coin. We did it! Yes, it is possible to complete Super Mario World without collecting a coin. This quest is over and it's complete. I'm so happy that this was possible. And to be honest, out of all the challenges I've done so far, this one proved to be the easiest, as I realized there's not that many annoying coins in Super Mario World, really. Thanks a lot for watching the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have other ideas for cool challenges you'd like me to complete, be sure to leave them in the comment section down below. I've also attempted to complete Super Mario 3D World and New Super Mario Bros. DS without collecting any coins, so tap one of those two cards on screen to check those videos out. Give a like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and I'll see you in the next one.